Hey, good to see you back again. This is part 19 of the Minneapolis-Moline prototype 445 tractor number X231 restoration series, and there's a lot of new pieces out here I want to show you guys. So here's a better view of said pieces. We've got a lot of assorted hardware, a couple of self-aligning pillow block bearings, some 1/4-inch plate with some holes, a little piece of angle with some holes, a piece of 6-inch C-channel with some holes, and some pieces of larger 4-inch C-channel, again with some holes. So all this is our solution to how we're going to take this same boring bar and come in through this opening for the belt pulley to mill away that material to make clearance for its drive gear. And guys, I had originally hoped that in the part 19 video here I would be able to complete the milling on this rear casting and have that pretty well wrapped up, but I'm running a couple days behind because when I was making these pieces I actually caught a little piece of metal in my one eye, and because I'm a stickler for going to the doctor and I love it so much, I decided to spend 4 days trying to dig it out myself, and that didn't work. So I had to go in and they plucked it out, and then it started to rust, so then they had to grind all the rusty material out and put a hole in my eyeball, and it was really fun, but as the saying goes, that which doesn't kill you can only make you cry. So with this video, instead of actually doing any milling, I'll just get more into the setup of the brackets that I made, show you how I hope it's going to drive the boring bar, and we'll get it all assembled to the rear end and get it ready to go. Okay, so to begin the assembly process, take the two pieces of 4-inch C-channel that have been bolted together, and you'll see these 3 holes back here. They're drilled to match the bolt pattern for the hydraulic pump. So I'll start by just bolting this right to the back of the case. And that's good. Finger tight will do for now. And as I'm sure you can see, these two pieces stick out quite a ways, so they're going to need some support. And that's what this shorter piece of 4-inch channel is for. It'll bolt to the axle flange using 2 of the existing holes. And once it's tightened in, it's going to give us all the support we're going to need out here. So now I've got everything fully tightened in. Even the brace over here, everything's being held in position. And one thing I want to note, I did take the time to level the 2 main pieces of channel here to the top deck surface of the case before I tightened everything in. And I also ensured that I'm good and square right here, so that should ensure a straight feed for the bar. And also, you'll see the gap between these 2 pieces of channel line up perfectly with the center line of this belt pulley bore back here. So that just kind of makes it easier to build everything if you're starting off rather square and plumb to begin with. Now it's time to mount up the 1/4-inch plates, and that's where all those stacks of flat washers you saw earlier come into play. I need to have these plates about 1 inch off of the face of these channels, and instead of cutting spacers to suit that purpose, these stacks of flat washers are going to do just fine. And there's the other one. Now the self-aligning bearings will get mounted to the plates. And as you can see, plenty of available up and down adjustment to both of these bearings to fine-tune the position of the bar. I'm going to use the same bar as I did in the last video. Now to assemble the feed works. So first I'll take that short piece of angle bolted to the C-channel and attach them to the lower brace piece. And with those tightened down, I now have an attachment point to install the same drive motor and track system that I used in the last video. And with that, the setup is complete. Ready to plug it in, test it out, see if it works. So as always guys, thanks for watching. Sorry we didn't get to do any actual milling in this video, but we're set up and ready to go for part 20. hopefully we can get all that finished in that one. So if you haven't done it already, click that little bell icon down next to the subscribe tab. That way you can get a notification every time I upload something, so you can stay right on top of all the new developments as they happen. Leave some comments down below. I always like reading through that stuff. Hit the like button if you like what you're seeing, and hope to see you back again for the next installment.